We are live in Portland as the Trailblazers are about to go into this interconference contest. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Celtics swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
And just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. Like no team likes getting swept, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you don't even care about.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player. We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's Henderson following the three-pointer by Boston. Clock at 6. The rebound by the Celtics. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Durant wide open, he fires. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
Here's Henderson. Beyond the wing. Turner with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Henderson, bounce pass. They set the pick. And it's Adebayo in the corner. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Back to Avdia. And the jam by Avdia.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Durant in the corner. Back to White. Pass to Doncic. Turner with it. Out to Doncic. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Trailing by 2. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Here's Doncic. The Blazers getting the bucket. Pass to White. Shoots over Henderson. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Here's Doncic. That misses off the backboard. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Henderson. Here's the drive. And then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Now Turner. The three for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Boston trailing. White with it. Now Henderson defending. Out to Doncic. Takes the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Pass to Sharp. Outside, Avdia. Now, Thibault, guarded by Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for your...
And the second free throw, good. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, KD. Pass to Turner. Doncic with it. Down low. Stolen by Avdia. One-on-one here. And stolen by Whitmore. From downtown. They grab their own miss. Outside Durant. Back to Doncic. Takes a three. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Doncic has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics. Henderson inside the three-point line. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Here's White. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew it.
The Celtics, 15.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees. He's a nimble guy for someone with that size. Ayton can get off of his feet quick for a lob.
Inside, here's Cornette. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot by McGrady, no good. The Celtics with the lead. To the right side. They set the pick. Pritchard. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Here's Holiday. Nothing on the board. Driving to the basket. And the shot goes in. Holiday's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Outside Holiday. And Boston with the rebound. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Outside, Horford. That's tipped. Marshall with the steal. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Pass to Kamare. Rebounded by Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Marshall. Three-pointer. Good. That's McGrady who picks up the assist. Marshall's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Cornette. Over Holiday. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got 6 points.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Marshall. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Ayton. Rebound Boston.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Pritchard. Latrey knocks down the 3 ball. Pritchard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
McGrady with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Celtics leading by 7. Here's Pritchard. He has 6. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Kamara. Shooting foul as the whistle blows, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back to the action in just a minute. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Henderson. Now here's Adebayo. Turner covering. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by White. And here we go. Whitmore heading to the hoop.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the 1, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. White, good.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Trailblazers trailed by 10. Henderson looking it over. Loads it up for Adebayo. And it's sent back by Turner. And again, Boston running the court in transition.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Now Henderson. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. Boston leading by 12. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots over Avdia. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
To the middle. Stolen by Durant. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. The 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Durant's got 8.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Over in the corner, White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. White's got 5 points now this quarter. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly, for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers trailed by 20. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Ayton. McGrady outside. Ayton up top. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the layup. He has 6.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
And it's Doncic missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
To the paint, and Ayton throws it down.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Ayton is locked in.
At the top of the key, Durant. The 3 for Doncic. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 9 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Over to the wing. To the inside. Here's Ayton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And that's now 10 points for DeAndre Ayton. Doncic looking it over. The 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Turner. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trailed by 17. To the middle. And stolen by Whitmore. Out to Doncic. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Marshall from the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
27. The Celtics, 44.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Pritchard. That one wide left. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 17-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And here's Henderson. Down low. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
We're seeing the full range of Ayton's offensive skills tonight. The big man's putting on a show.
Horford in the post. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kenny Avdia picks one up.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
So Horford gets 2. Henderson with it. Ayton a screen. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Talk about perfect execution. Ayton on the same page with his man there.
Durant, no good.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Inside, Durant with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Scoot Henderson. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
He lobs it up, and Ayton throws it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Ayton. Now, here's Avdia. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Ayton, a screen. Down low. And Portland turns it over again.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Outside, White. Celtics passing it around. Doncic from deep three-point land. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
3 points.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. White, wide open. He fires. And the Celtics another three.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Ayton a screen. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And it's Durant missing. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Off target with his three. Now here's Henderson. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Good on the shot.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
That one goes. Count it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. Here's Henderson. Oh, Ayton in position. And so the ball's out of bounds. Henderson touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover. Now, Doncic.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for